You know, we've talked a lot about Apple TV, probably the streaming service with the least amount of content. They really don't go for the quantity play. But pound for pound, they're right up there with HBO as far as putting out quality content. And one of the things that really surprised me was just how good Monarch Legacy of Monsters was. I loved this show. And listen, I knew going into Monarch Legacy of Monsters, I knew that it was going to be more human focused. You know, one of the big criticisms about the more recent Godzilla films, the American Godzilla films, especially that first one with Bryan Cranston, was that there was so little monsters in them. Like the movie's called Godzilla, and we actually got very little Godzilla. And like even in that first one, I remember John Schnepp would point out all the time, like every time we were about to get monsters fight, they would cut away to humans. Like, okay, these monsters are going to fight, and we're not staying with them. We're going over to somebody watching TV a country away. And that's been one of the things. So I knew going into Monarch Legacy of Monsters, it's called Monarch. It's the human organization. I knew we were going to focus more on humans, and I wondered how well that would work. The cast was fantastic. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? Kurt Russell, his son, Anna Sawai, from who, you know, Emmy-winning actress from Shogun, and currently probably my number one celebrity crush. Anna Sawai in it. And you know what? To me, guys, that show delivered on all levels. I loved it. I love the way they kind of delved into what would the world be like if we knew that any minute some giant monster could come out and start rampaging through Tokyo. What would humans' response be? What kind of emergency scenarios and protocols would we have? What kind of organization? What would we do to deal with this if giant monsters were just kind of like another force of nature, like tsunamis or tornadoes or whatever? And I thought it did a great job. I thought it told a great story. I had a wonderful time with it. Well, anyway, we've got season 2 coming. And we got the first little tease for season 2 a little while ago. But now we got like a really full trailer has just come out for it. And guys, I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. And we've been introduced to the basic idea now of season 2 from Monarch. And it goes along with the Hollywood trope of law of diminishing returns, which I'll talk about in a second. So clearly now, just like Godzilla X Kong. I mean, we got Godzilla and we got Kong, but there's a bigger monster. The big white ape is going to come, right? Well, now with this one, this ain't Godzilla. They even say it right in the trailer, right? This ain't Godzilla. This ain't Kong. It's something bigger. And this whole something, by the way, the design with the eyeball and everything, with the dual pupils, a little bit of something that we saw in Tom Cruise's The Mummy, which I thought looked really creepy, and it looks equally creepy here. I like this too. It all goes to the law of diminishing returns. You may have heard that phrase. What does the law of diminishing returns kind of mean? Well, I'll tell you how it was explained to me. The law of diminishing returns. Now, when I was younger, I was really heavily involved in like my church's youth group and stuff like that. And I remember that was the first place that I really learned about the law of diminishing returns. Church youth group sounds like a funny place to learn about law of diminishing returns. You would think that, but this is where we found out about it. The law of diminishing returns basically means the results you get from one particular pattern will diminish if you just maintain that same pattern. At some point, you need to alter the pattern or intensify the pattern in order to get that same result. The way they taught us in church, in youth group, and I actually think this is a brilliant way to describe law of diminishing returns. and I'll explain how this all ties in here to Godzilla and Monarch and King Kong. But the way they would describe it in youth group, and I don't know if any of you guys were in church youth group, but anyway, this is the way they described it to me, is it was about basically a lesson on the evil of boobies. So the way they would explain it to us, it's like, guys, be careful about how far you go with a girl, because that thrill, that rush, that sensation, the tingly tinglies you get when you kiss that pretty girl, and you love those tingly tinglies. That feels good, the tingly tinglies. The hair on the back of your neck stands up, you get short of breath. Oh my, what is this I'm experiencing? And so you want to kiss the girl again, and you do, and sure enough, you kiss the girl again, and the tingly tinglies come back. Woohoo! This is so great. But here's the thing, though. Here's the law of diminishing returns. After you've kissed the pretty girl 3, 4, 5 times, maybe you go and you kiss her the 6th time, and you still get the tingly tinglies. But on the 6th attempt, the tingly tinglies aren't quite as tingly. They're not quite as intense. The hair on the back of your head isn't standing up quite as much. You're not as short of breath when you kiss her. You do not swoon quite as much as you did with the first round of tingly tinglies when you first kissed the girl. So now, says the law of diminishing returns, now you're searching to get that high again. You're searching to get that tingle of all tingly tinglies again. So, as the Sunday school teacher would say, maybe your hand goes down her back and touch the little bum area a bit. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. You know, the new year doesn't require a new you, maybe just a less burdened you. Most of us carry around things like pressure, self-doubt, or that feeling that we always have to be perfect, and learning to let some of that go can make a huge difference in our lives. Therapy can help you better understand what's weighing you down by giving you an unbiased perspective on your relationships, motivations, and emotions. That's where BetterHelp comes in. See, BetterHelp connects you with quality therapists who are fully licensed in the US and follow a strict professional code of conduct. They also do the matching work for you. You fill out a short questionnaire, and with over 12 years of experience and industry-leading match rates, they usually get it right the first time. And if you ever want to switch therapists, you can do that easily from their tailored recommendations. BetterHelp is also one of the world's largest online therapy platforms, plus an average 4.9 out of 5 rating from over 1.7 million live session reviews. BetterHelp makes it easy to match online with a qualified therapist. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/Campea. That's BetterHelp.com/Campea. I'm not kidding. I swear to God, I think he actually used the phrase bum. Anyway, so your hand just grazes the bum a little bit, but here's what happens. Your hand grazes the bum, and whoo, the tingly tinglies are back. You think to yourself, I've unlocked the code. The key to unlimited tingly tinglies is the bum area, and just brush my hand by that, and I get that intense experience. But here's the problem. The law of diminishing returns comes back to bite you in the bum again, because that tingly you get from grazing your hand across her bum, it starts to diminish a little bit. Still the tingly tinglies, not as much of a thrill. So now you give the bum a little squeeze. The tingly tinglies are back. But after squeezing it for a while, down, and now you have no choice. But if you want to get the tingly tinglies again, it's time to go for the boobs. And the tingly tinglies come back. And that, says our Sunday school teachers, is the slippery slope. That's how they get you. That's how you find yourself in immoral sin. It's the law of diminishing returns, because if you just keep chasing the tingly, eventually the tinglies won't run out. You got to do a little bit more. John, what the living hell does this have to do with Monarch? I'll tell you. Oh my God, King Kong, in that one King Kong movie, was so big. Well, then you can't just have the same size again the next time. You need Godzilla to be even bigger. Woo! Now we as the movie-going audience, we get our tingly tinglies, right? Well, now when King Kong comes back. Well, wait a minute. King Kong wasn't as big as Godzilla's. Oh, don't worry about it. He had a growth spurt. Now King Kong and Godzilla are both huge. Woo! The tingly tinglers are back. Okay, wait. Now, well, we've had Godzilla versus Kong. What are we going to do in Godzilla versus Kong? Oh, yeah. Well, now there's a bigger monster. What? And the tingly tinglers are back. And now we're coming into Monarch. We're coming into Monarch season 2. And for us to get our Titan tingly tinglies, they need an even bigger monster. It's got to be bigger. Now it's this giant squid-like oogly googly swimming under the ocean, getting ready to graze its hands against your bum to get its tingly tinglies. And that's what it is. And it's not just Godzilla versus Kong. It's not just Godzilla versus Kong. We see law of diminishing returns in like every genre, right? Oh, the girl falls in love with the boy. Okay, but that was last season. Okay. Well, now she has 2 boys in love with her, says every single teen girl show on streaming ever made. But comic book movies, oh, they saved the city. But yeah, but the stakes got to be higher now. Now you got to save the world. Okay, they saved the world. Well, wait, now the stakes got to be higher. They got to save the universe. And the law of diminishing returns. And that's something that's you got to fight against and figure out a way to navigate. And it definitely looks like Monarch season 2 is in the throes of law of diminishing returns. But you know what? I'm fine because this trailer was great. I really love the trailers, the trailer for this. I thought, and I'm a big fan of season 1, but I loved this trailer. I thought it looked great. I thought it was the great way to take the next step from what we had in Monarch. It looks like, at least on the surface a little bit, like we're going to get more monster action in this one than we did in season 1. And I'm good with that too. I still want to be focused on our characters. Anna Sawai is in there. Kurt Russell's there. I mean, so everything looks good. So for me, guys, what can I tell you? I think this looks awesome. I can't wait for this to come out, and sign me up for Monarch season 2. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Did the trailer for Monarch season 2 give you the tingly tinglies? Did it braze its hand across your bum? Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.